Hey everyone, I just came out here to sow some poppy seeds, which basically means throwing them on the icy ground. And just like the distracted gardener that I am, I can't just be out here and do one thing. So I have this trash bag of water bottles that I've saved from last year when I intended to do the winter sowing and I didn't. So I have some seeds, I have some labels, I have some Espoma organic potting mix, and I'm going to give this a go. Now, I'm going to put this disclaimer on here. I have never winter sowed anything. There are tons of videos and tons of gardeners out here that are doing this right now. So I'm doing it now. This is my shot at it, but watch at your own risk because this is completely new for me and it will just be fun to document this process and see if I can get anything to come up. And it'll be fun to show you what seeds I'd like to try too. So I'm going to start by cutting apart the water jugs and I will show you beyond that point what things are looking like. Sorry, my brain is going in a bunch of different directions right now. We're expecting another 8 inches of snow, so I'm kind of trying to hustle and bustle and get this stuff rocking before that happens. It is a one-woman show today, and I did not feel like lugging out a tripod, so it is what it is. And Mark is in with the boys and our new puppy, so I just want to show you where I'm at. I took my pair of scissors and I just poked and cut along here just to kind of make a little hinged device here. I poked some drainage holes with the scissors. Now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to fill it up with the Espoma organic potting mix. Now, I've seen some folks starting with a seed starting mix, but I think from what I've read and what I've learned from others, what I've read and what I've learned from others is that the seed starting mix is too light to be used in this type of application, and you want something a little more moisture retentive. So I'm going for the tried and true standard potting mix on this. So I'm going to fill these up. I'm going to go ahead and you can see I've got a bag of them here, and just to show you, yeah, these are from last year, Best Buy 6/11/21, but these were purchased last year with the intent of winter sowing that never happened. Ew, yuck. So I'm going to cut them, get them all set up, fill them with the soil, and then I'll show you what seeds I will be trying. So why think about winter sowing? Well, what you're doing is you're creating basically a little mini greenhouse, and you will save space in your house. I have the grow lights, a whole setup for that, and I'll be touching on that much more very soon, actually. I'm excited to show you guys what I have going on. But it saves you space indoors. It will build nice, strong plants because, let's face it, you have them out here in the elements, in the cold, so you don't have to worry about hardening off or anything like that because these guys are out here doing their thing in the snow and in this cold weather. I am not the biggest fan of winter, although I will say if it's got to be cold, I do like the snow. Might as well have some pretty snowfall to go along with the cold temperatures, but I needed this today. I get like that seasonal funk, and getting out here today after I threw those poppy seeds down, I really felt rejuvenated, and it kind of put a pep in my step to get out here and do some more. And I really am glad that I did. Now that I'm out here, I'm feeling much better, much more hopeful that spring is almost here. Okay, all set. I've got 12 containers here. I'm going to fill them up with the soil. Then I'm going to try and limit myself to 12 things that I want to put in here. I have a whole stack, and I'm going to have to pare it down to 12. I will fill these up, show you what it looks like, and then we'll get to our seeds. Okay, I got them all filled. I did not pre-moisten or mix up the soil. It felt pretty good. It wasn't really dry or compacted, and quite honestly, we get enough moisture here. And I said, we're going to get up to 8 inches of snow overnight tonight. So that's one of the reasons that I'm doing this now. And they're going to get plenty of moisture. I am going to top them with just a little bit of the Espoma Organic Vermiculite just to help retain that moisture level. So yeah, this is an experiment. This is one of those times where it's, you know, watch at your own risk, because it's all new for me. And there are many ways to do things. And I don't play by the rules all the time. A lot of times I just try things. So that's what I'm doing right now. I gotta say, after all this inside time, the dirt under the nails is a really good feeling. Okay, I'm getting pressed for time. We're about to take the boys to get haircuts in a little bit, so I'll breeze right through this. Here's what I would like to plant. I don't know if all these are going to make it in because it's more than 12, so I'll have to make a decision at the end. Rudbeckia Prairie Sun. I love this one. I've had this in the garden the past couple years, but I've never planted it from seed. So I love this plant. The plants themselves can be quite pricey per plant, but they're just so beautiful and have that beautiful kind of green, yellowy, really beautiful center. Whereas a lot of Rudbeckia have that darker brown and black center. Love this plant. I had it in the backyard last year and the year before, so I'm hoping for good success with this one. Some Cosmos Cupcakes and Saucer Mix. I'm into it. Love it. It's beautiful. Geraniums. I've never grown geraniums from seed, period. So this is Geranium Inspire Apple Blossom. Would love to try that. Whoops, my seeds are sliding away. Okay, this one is open because I did plant some last year. Delphinium Light Blue White Bee. So that should be interesting. Some Misty Lavender Larkspur. I've never grown Larkspur ever. Some Queen Anne's Lace. And I know a lot of these, like, you guys are going to say, oh, Queen Anne's Lace is like a weed. Some of these things that self-seed, I have to be honest with you, I want them to, and I'll just pull out whatever little ones that I don't want. I like that wild kind of taking over look. Let's see. Gumfrina. I've never planted Gumfrina from seed. Amaranth. Never planted Amaranth. I'm trying a lot of new things for me this year. Nicotiana. I did direct sow some of these last year and they did not come up for me. So I'm trying that with the winter sowing. Oh, this one I love. Okay, so this is Phlox Cherry Caramel. Oh my goodness gracious, this one is beautiful. Google this one. And this is the Cupcake and Saucer Mix. Do I have 2 of these? I think I do. Okay, that's good. I'll only use one of them. So I'm going to plant these. I'm just going to really kind of gently press them into the top. I'll do a little layer of the Espoma Organic Vermiculite on top. And then I'm just going to tape them up. I'm going to label them. I've got a marker and some white tags there. I'm going to drop a white tag down into the top, and I'm also going to write on the outside of it. I've got some packing tape. The packing tape I've noted doesn't hold too well, and I've used this on things outside before, this Frost King tape. I've ordered that on Amazon. So we'll see. I might run out of that, but we'll see what happens. So I'm all set. I've got my fingers crossed. I'm hopeful. We'll see what happens. I ended up doing Nicotiana, the Rudbeckia, the Cosmos, Phlox. I did a Victoria rhubarb. I popped a couple seeds in. I did have rhubarb last year, but ended up bringing it out far too early and it perished. Amazing gray poppy. I have some larkspur, some amaranth, some, the heck is that? Oh, Dara, Queen Anne's Lace, some geranium apple blossom, gumfrina, and some raspberry ripple poppy. So I will keep you guys updated for sure. If you're on Instagram or Facebook, check out my stories because I will pop out. Give me something, a reason to come out here and show you guys what's going on. So it's good. Wish me luck, you guys.